Haha, my favorite DJs. What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's have a morning look at JASMY, guys. Down 2 spots in rank to 87. Up 0.85% on the day so far. $1.06 billion market cap. Volume is up at 140.90 million. 2 cents 189 at the time of recording. Not bad, guys. Not too bad. We've been going sideways for a while. I've been showing you guys the charts and stuff. Look at across the market. We're getting more pump action. Algorand, KASPA, XRP, H bars running, XLM, Quant. Very nice. Very nice. All right, let's get over to JASMY's chart, see what's going on. All right, so as you can see here, we're making another little run. Once again, guys, as I pointed out yesterday, I left this golden cross here that I mapped out. It's about a week away, week and a half away from that happening. And then it's usually a lagging indicator. So I'm expecting a big run before that time, just like the death cross. The death cross usually represents a drop that's already happened, right? Similar to the golden cross. So, in saying that, like I've showed you guys before, we got to get above this 200-day SMA. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I feel like it's going to be a fairly green day today. I think Bitcoin's going to make a good run, and the altcoins, because of that, could make themselves a good run. So if JASMY can break out of resistance, we could run up maybe to this golden pocket here that I have mapped out between 2 cents 6.5 and 2 cents 7. Maybe a little bit of a reload in this area before continuing on to 4 cents 4. But it's kind of what I have. We're getting ready, guys. Like I'm going to get into it a little bit, guys, after I show you guys the charts and everything like that. But like somebody had replied over on X, and they were like, "Oh, the charts don't look good, man. Like it's either going to break out in 2 weeks or else it's going to go down, man." Like, say the charts don't look good. Charts don't look good. We have a confirmed breakout of a 5-month bull trend, right? Of this descending channel here. Okay, 5 months. We have our three touch points. We have our confirmed breakout. We have our confirmed retest, and now we're getting ready to take off. Okay, combined with the golden cross on the daily time frame that I already laid out for you, right here, right? What on the charts don't look good? You see what I'm saying? People sometimes will say things just to say things, to act like they know what they're talking about. You literally have an ultra mega bullish structure happening here on the daily time frame, and someone saying charts don't look good. You're like, what? You literally have a breakout, confirmed back test, retest of the trend line, golden cross lining up, and it doesn't look good. I don't know what does look good to you then. At that point, I really don't know, right? Like, I don't know what chart you're looking at. You might be looking at a different project and think you're looking at JASMY or something. Maybe you're looking at the 15-minute chart or something. I don't know, but yeah, it's I'm going to get into that rant a little bit later, guys. But anyway, so the chart does actually look very good to me, in my opinion. Going over to Bitcoin here, guys. Let's have a look at the Bitcoin chart. So we've broken above resistance here, guys, all the way up to around 92,600 earlier this morning. We've wicked back down below resistance again. Hopefully, guys, we can get above here today and continue to the upside. We've respected the trend line of the symmetrical triangle perfectly for 3 days in a row now. And yeah, so a break to the upside over resistance, because right now we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of rejection off of this resistance level. If we don't break past it today, it'll be 6 days in a row of rejections off that resistance level, right? So we got to break above there. Personally, guys, I think we are going to. I think we're going to retest 93,000, maybe a little bit higher than that. If we break above it, we could get as high as right here between 94 and 95K. I think that's in the cards for either today or tomorrow. you know, barring anything, you know, super negative macroeconomically happening or anything like that. But I think we're set up nicely here for continuation to the upside. Now we've had our consolidation, and I think we're ready to pop off here. So that is what I will be paying attention to. Okay, moving over to Neosun. He says, in Jasmy's world, the best way to predict the future is to create it, change things, build a new model that makes the existing one obsolete. So here's the thing, guys. Okay, I've been getting a lot of, this is another metric that that I tend to use with Jasmy uniquely. Okay, and that is that whenever you get the naysayers or the negative comments start to get pretty heavy, and the team has been really quiet, then what ends up happening is some sort of big announcement and explosion in price to the upside. It happens every time, right? I talked about this the last time Jasmy had a big breakout. I said, you know, one of the key metrics that I find is when people start the negativity and the impatient people, the whatever you want to call them, right? The weak hands, you know, they start getting whiny and complainy. And then you start to get a couple of Jasmy haters that will come out of the woodwork, and they'll start making comments in the comment section. That's usually about the time that we snap out of it, and it aligns perfectly with the charts that I just showed you. Right, it aligns with the golden cross lining up in the next week, the breakout of the trend line, the retest, getting ready for liftoff. It all lines up with the same thing. And then you throw in the metric of the negativity, and people, you know, either people can't be patient and they're freaking out, and or the people like, whoa, when are you just going to admit, man, that it's a bad project and stuff? And so I have a question that I want you guys to ask people whenever you see them talking negatively about Jasmy, whether it's a content creator, if there's some YouTuber out there or something, or on X who's saying, you know, Jasmy this, Jasmy's that, in a negative context. What I want you to ask them, and I don't want you to ask them in a disrespectful manner. Ask them seriously, right? And try to get a serious answer out of them with this question, okay? Ask them quite simply, what does Jasmy do? What is their utility? What is the project? Okay? Ask them that. If they tell you that it doesn't have utility, then they haven't done any research. So everything that they say negatively doesn't mean anything because they don't know anything about the project, right? That's like me going into a Japanese food restaurant and not eating anything, never trying Japanese food, and then saying Japanese food is disgusting. I have no idea what I'm talking about, right? So quite simply, that's that. And if they give you the answer, data democracy, and that's it, well, again, they haven't done any research. They just read that or saw that somewhere, right? Because if you follow this channel, you know very well that Jasmy data democracy barely scratches the surface on what Jasmy actually does. We're talking about being infrastructure for AI and robotics connected. We talked about that last night. We showed a video on it, like a 10-minute video on it last night. We're talking about, yes, the democratization of data via the PDL, which is, to me, getting paid just to live your everyday life, guys, right? What time again, we went over this. What time you watch TV at? What hours of the day do you watch TV? When do you go shopping in the day? What type of stores do you go to? What kind of foods do you like? What kind of restaurants do you like to go to? All this data is collected by your PDL, and these companies want to purchase this data from you. And I know you'll get people who hate Jasmy and they'll say, well, why would they want to purchase the data for you? For marketing purposes. How do you think that companies, whether it's McDonald's or Walmart or Sony or Nissan or any company for any product that they're trying to sell in the world, how do you think they get their data to target their demographic, right? They buy it, but right now they're buying it from Meta and Google and stuff like that. They're buying your data from them instead of from you, right? So this isn't a market that doesn't already, like, this isn't a brand new emerging market that, you know, that we're kind of assuming is going to be valuable. This is an existing market that is already There's already a data marketplace active. You're just being cut out of your end of your money for your data. That's it, right? This marketplace already exists. Walmart and McDonald's and Nissan and all these other companies, Swiss Chalet, whatever, they're already purchasing this data to find out how to market to their demographic, where to market to their demographic, and what time of day to target market to their demographic. This is already happening, guys. Okay. The only difference, this is what JASMY's doing, is they're transferring the money that's being paid to companies like Google and Meta into your pocket instead. Simple. That's it. They're not creating a brand new marketplace. This marketplace already exists. Okay. They're just putting you in control. They're cutting you in a piece of the pie. That's it. Right. So when people say, data democracy, ask them what that actually means, because I just broke down for you what that actually means. And I guarantee you they don't know, right? They don't know. And that's just scratching the surface. I haven't even talked about creating the world's largest GPU cloud to provide it to AI companies who are manufacturing AI products need GPU power. Who's building the world's largest GPU network? That would be Junction, right? Like and people that don't like JASMY, they probably don't even know that. They probably don't even know that, right? They have no idea. So again, I would say ask that simple question to them. If you're going to, and it goes the same, it really goes for any project. If you're going to fund a project, then you damn well better know what the hell you're talking about in terms of what the project actually does, right? So I would say ask that question, and respectfully ask that question, and wait for a sincere, honest answer to the question, right? Find out how much research that person actually did. And the reason that I'm saying this, guys, is because I get messages from people all the time, and they're saying, hey man, this other YouTube channel said this about JASMY. What do you think? And I'm just like, I don't care what that channel said. Like, they don't know what they're talking about, right? But so the point is that some people get shaken as soon as they hear somebody else say something negative. They're like, oh my god, I need Rob's opinion on this, right? And that's fine. I appreciate you respect my opinion and stuff. That's fantastic. I fully support that, right? But it would be a lot easier for your convictions in your investments if you were able to simply dissect yourself and make yourself comfortable with the other person's lack of knowledge in what they're talking about, right? Because once you know that the person who's talking negatively about something, it doesn't even have to be a crypto project. It could be anything in life. Once you've confirmed inside, mentally that you're comfortable with the fact that they don't know what they're talking about, that they haven't done any research, that they haven't had any experience with what they're speaking of, you feel a lot more conviction. You look at the person differently, and it makes you feel like, okay, I don't have to worry about a thing this person has to say because they're lazy. They don't do their research. They're just regurgitating something they heard in their own echo chamber, right? They heard someone else talk bad about JASMY, so now they're talking bad about JASMY, right? And rinse and repeat, and the cycle repeats, right? So it helps you build conviction in your investments, guys. So I would highly recommend doing that. Again, always be respectful, guys. Always be respectful, but just ask the simple question: what does JASMY do? What is Junction, right? What does Junction do? I guarantee you they won't know, right? So let me know what you guys think, though. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, guys. Guys, listen, if you need any kind of help with your portfolio structure, you got to get over to the Patreon, guys, because there's also other issues that happen that people need help with. And that is that when you try to off-ramp your fiat money, your profits from your crypto exchange back to your bank account, 9 times out of 10, especially if you're talking about 6 figures or higher, that bank is going to seize your assets on you. And you don't have any idea. I've been reading a lot about it lately, guys, okay? The bank will seize your assets because it's a red flag that all of a sudden you put $500K into your bank account, right? Especially since it came from a crypto exchange, right? So what they'll do is they'll flag you, they'll seize your assets, they'll seize your bank account, and then they will make you go through 2 to 3 years of hoops you'll have to jump through, paperwork you'll have to find and track down and fill out and stuff like that to get your money back, right? That's what they do right now. Banks, right? They try to make it harder on you. I've seen it happen, guys. I've helped people through it, okay? If you want to avoid these problems, guys, we talk about this stuff over on the Patreon. Get over there. We do group Zoom calls every day. We talk about banks seizing your money and how to get around it. We talk about taxes and tax implications. We talk about compounding gains, passive income, DeFi staking, operating nodes, how the macroeconomic situations are going to affect the crypto landscape. We talk about all this stuff and more, guys. We do group Zoom calls every single day. So come on over, join our group Zoom calls, or schedule your one-on-ones with me privately, and we can go through your portfolio. We can help you set up an exit strategy, a profit-taking plan, so you make sure you get paid. You also need to know how to identify where liquidity is in the market, guys, or your sell orders will not fill, okay? You have to understand that as well. So anyway, guys, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the join button, and join our Patreon community, guys. The link is down in the description. I will be live over there later this afternoon. I'll see you guys later.